And it's an edition of WPSD Local 6 Legal Line. We are visiting with the attorneys from the Bryan Law Center in Paducah and Louisville. Terry Swanson here in the middle, Kevin Shannon to my far left, answering your questions about motorcycle safety and taking your questions if you choose to give us one at 1-888-208-6946. And Terrace, this is part of a, for a lack of a better term, a summer safety series. Yeah,
that's what we're calling this kind of program we've put together at Bryan Law Center, trying to keep everybody safe this summer while also having fun with those summer activities. We need Kaylee to fix that rain weather so that we can have more fun this summer. But yeah, so a couple of quick tips for motorcycle safety is obviously always wear your helmet and any other protective gear. I know a lot of people, don't want to do that, but that protects not only your safety, but any legal liability you may have if you were to get in an accident. And just don't drink and drive. It can be tempting, and you think you've had just one or two drinks and you're okay, but it's just best if you've had anything to drink, to not get on your motorcycle or in a vehicle of any type for that matter.
And we'll let you take the first question as well, when Jason wants to know, how much coverage should I actually have on my motorcycle?
That is a great question, and the answer is pretty simple: as much as you can afford. There's several different types of policies and coverages that you can get on your motorcycle. One of the important ones that people don't know about is called PIP on your automobile insurance. PIP is required by law, and so most people have at least $10,000 of coverage on their automobile. However, on motorcycles, that's not required by law, so most people don't have it at all. You have to specifically ask for it from your agent or your carrier. So you need to look into that, because if you don't have PIP and you got into a motorcycle accident, you are deemed self-insured for that first $10,000 of medical bills or wage loss. So even if it's not your fault at all, let's say somebody just blows right through a red light and just completely obliterates you, doesn't matter. You're still self-insured for that first $10,000, and so that's really important. Look at your underinsured and uninsured motorist coverage. As much as you can afford of that is great, and that just protects you that if you do get hit by someone and they either don't have insurance at all or they don't have enough to cover your bills, that kicks in and will help with those as well.
Got a question from Molly with a little over a minute left in our first segment. She says, I sometimes ride with my husband on his motorcycle. If we were to be in an accident, would I be covered for my injuries as well? Devin, what do you think?
You got two or three different angles on that. Number one, you're probably not going to be covered by your husband's policy unless he has personal injury protection coverage on that policy. As far as a passenger, I mean, if your husband causes the wreck, you don't have any liability whatsoever. Hopefully, like Terrace said, you'd be wearing your helmet, so if it was your husband's fault, you're wearing your helmet, you don't contribute to cause the accident, you're okay there. And certainly if the other person, if it's a two-vehicle accident and it's the other person's fault, then you do have a claim. So there's lots of different angles. If you have a more specific question, feel free to give us a call at the office.
We are talking motorcycle safety, and this has been part one of today's Local 6 Legal Line. We've got more questions and more answers coming up here in just a couple of minutes on the other side of the break. And you're welcome to send us one if you've got it at 1-888-208-6946. So stay with us. We'll see you in a couple of minutes for part two on Local 6 Midday.